Hey, Nutrition Focus Group, it's Tamara here, and I am here for our coaching call this week. And what we're going to talk about, I'm just going to read straight from the little post so I don't forget anything, but we're going to talk about following 2B mindset or ultimate portion fix for you for the next 2 weeks. We're going to talk about Shakeology, how it is so helpful. We're going to talk about helping our kids eat well. We're going to dive into that a little bit further next week. I'll share some posts next week. I'm going to pre-plan some stuff. We're going to be traveling a ton next week, but I'm going to share about how I help my kiddos. And then if there's any questions, if anybody pops on live, I'll answer any questions. If not, and you see this video, comment below any questions that you still have. So I will tell you guys, we are in the midst of summer. I have never experienced a summer like this before where I've actually felt like I'm so busy. It's always been one of those things like, why do people check out during the summer? And it was because I was a stay-at-home mom, work from home mom, ever since my kids were little. And we just had play dates and a little bit of school here and there, but it was nothing regular. Now that my daughter has started school, I'm like, oh, this is what all those parents were talking about. This is why they say it's so busy during the summer and they can't commit to things. Because I was just like, it didn't really change for me, if this makes sense. It was like the summer didn't really change. There was really nothing different in my day-to-day life because I was home with my kids. I did the same things in the summer as I did during the school year, which was, I used to live in Kentucky and I would take my kids to the YMCA probably like 3 to 5 times a week. I would put them in the childcare for the full 3 hours. I would work my wellness business, this Beachbody coaching business during those 3 hours. And I'd take them home and we would have our normal day-to-day routine of like naps and lunch and all that stuff. So it didn't change during the summer for me. But now that I've experienced the school year and like my oldest daughter's in school, my youngest daughter is in kind of like a preschool, and they both, it's just different. It's a longer period of time. And I feel that, oh, my time has completely changed now that they're not in school. I get back an hour of my time in the morning, which I friggin' love because school starts kind of early. So I get like a whole hour in the morning that I didn't used to have, but then I don't give them as much time during the day to do my stuff. So like right now my kids are watching a show. So anyways, I'm just sharing that to like share with you, like, I now understand where you're at when you tell me that you're busier. Like, I get it. And I am so sorry if I never got it before. I feel like I look like one of those elves, by the way, from Lord of the Rings, maybe because I just watched the Lord of the Rings. Do I look like Talia? I look like Talia, only like not as pretty because she had makeup on. Anyways, I'm going to stop rambling. We are going to go over how to find ultimate portion fix and 2B mindset. So this is really pertaining to those of you that have the full nutrition access. And even though I know that you are busy AF, like I said, I get that. I really, really, really know that these programs are not hard to learn. They're not very time consuming each day, and you could focus on them instead of your workout right now if you want to, or you can add it into like, hey, I'm going to watch a workout video before I do my workout. I'm going to watch a nutrition video, before I do my workout while my Energize kicks in. That would be a really good way and good use of your time, in my opinion. That would be how that is. It's not would be, that is how I'm going to use my time. I'm going to start doing Let's Get Up in July. I'm so excited. If you want to do that program as well, I'll actually add the link in here to sign up for Let's Get Up if you don't already have it. And the package options to get for it will be linked like right there if you want to go ahead and snag that and do that with me in July, because a lot of you can transition into that. You already have Let's Get Up challenge packs. Actually, I won't send you the link because none of you need that. You already signed up with something. But if you want to do that, send me a private message. If you're like, hey, I want to do Let's Get Up with you. We're going to probably just do it in the regular Be Well Tribe virtual boot camp, probably not a separate group like this one was a separate group. But all of that being said, while my Energize kicks in, I'm going to watch the Shanti Energize moment, and I'm going to watch a nutrition video. And I'm going to start that next week before we even start Let's Get Up together as a community, just because I want to start getting into that routine of doing that. So this is when so that's where I'm going to start watching these nutrition videos. Each nutrition video is like 5 to 15 minutes long. And I say just watch one a day, honestly. Just implement one thing a day, because I just don't want you doing more than like what you have to do. But just over the course of the next 2 weeks, we're going to be following ultimate portion fix or 2B mindset. Let me share my screen really quick to show you where these are at in your Beachbody on Demand. So if you are in your Beachbody on Demand, I'm going to go to Beachbody beachbodyondemand.com. I'm also going to turn my TV on and I'll show you where it's at on your TV if you don't know where that's at. But basically, we're going to just go, and you can find this on your phone too. So remember, Beachbody On Demand is accessible through this app on your phone, through the internet. You just have more access through here, this computer screen here, than you do anywhere else, and through your TV. So what we're going to do is we're going to scroll over to nutrition. My computer is being really slow, and I do apologize about that. So just bear with me. The easiest way to get to this is just click on programs. I am going to click on it. I don't know if it will get to it right away or not. And I'm going to give it time. Let me, when my computer catches up, I'll show you my TV. So I'm going to hold this up to my TV. I totally get that this is like, super unprofessional, but there's no need to be professional. So I have the app Beachbody On Demand on. This one is, I can't remember if this is a Roku or a Fire Stick. I have both. And I am going to beachbodyondemand.com on my computer, but on my computer or on my TV, I'm just searching Beachbody On Demand. So I just searched for Beachbody On Demand. Everything is taking a long time to load. It's just my Wi-Fi. So right here, I know it's backwards for you guys, but right here, there's workouts and there's nutrition. So it is so easy to get to on here. So this week, you're supposed to be watching this introduction to nutrition. If you haven't done it yet, watch the introduction to 2B Mindset, watch the introduction to Ultimate Portion Fix. And that is so crazy. There's a really good video that is not on here, that is on your computer, that explains the difference between the two programs. But just watch those two videos if you just want to watch from your TV. I'm going to scroll backwards. Once you pick the program that you really like, you're going to be either doing Ultimate Portion Fix right here or 2B Mindset. I'm going to click on 2B Mindset. And all you're going to do is you can literally just start from where it says all workouts. I know it says workouts. You can just start from there and just go down the videos. See, 8 minutes, 2 minutes, 7 minutes, 8 minutes. They're all in the order that you're supposed to go in. You can, of course, go over here to the side where it's like learn about the program, more focus on meal prepping, eating for life, overcoming obstacles, because you'll see like when the scale goes up, when you hit a plateau, recipes. So it's just like you can scroll through that, but if you just go to all workouts, you'll see everything in the order that you're supposed to go through it on. Let's see. And same thing with Ultimate Portion Fix. So it looks like my computer screen has loaded. So let me share my computer screen. If it will let me, there we go. Okay, so remember, I went to Beachbody On Demand and I clicked on programs. I'm scrolling down to Nutrition Center. I'll click on 2B Mindset so you can see that. Oh my gosh, I feel so bad. I'm like, is it going to take forever to load? And then what I'll show you here is the additional program materials. So if you've got a challenge pack with us, you will have a 2B Mindset book where you can actually journal things out, and an Ultimate Portion Fix tracker where you can do the same thing. Also in your phone on the Beachbody On Demand app under tracking, you can track your food there too. It's totally up to you. I find handwritten is normally better for most people. So right here, 2B Mindset, again, learn the program. Everything's going to go in the order that it's supposed to go. Okay. So just right here on the start here, it's just like everything's in the order. If you click on resources, this is where you're going to have additional things. You can read the Get Started Right guide. You can, go over the my go-to guide, which again, I love those. They're longer. So it's just one of those things. There is an interactive PDF that you can actually use to track, or you can, like I said, use your one that is printed in front of you. I feel very strongly that when I handwrite things down personally, I just take better assessment. Yes, it takes longer. I'm not a digital person. And it's because I work from my computer so much that I focus when I'm on my computer, I'm working on somebody else and somebody else's journey. So this is just me sharing with you. So maybe you are an accountant and you're on your computer all day helping other people with their accounting. I don't know anything about accounting. Like I actually did really bad in that class. Even though I made an A, I was that person that I will make an A, even though I don't understand what I'm getting. I will make an A because I will study enough to learn how to make the A, and then I will forget all of it. So anyways, I don't really know what an accountant does. Wow, that's embarrassing. And, but if I'm on my computer, I know that I'm focused on somebody else. So maybe you're an accountant, or maybe you're even just like a teacher, and you know that like when you are doing stuff on your computer, it's like you're grading papers, or you're typing in stuff, or you're making messages for the parents, or you're making curriculum, or you're making worksheets for the kids. You just need to be off of the computer, and you just need to be handwriting, hand journaling stuff out. Like I love my daily planner because I hand write everything I'm doing for the next like 30 minutes out. Yes, I block off 30-minute increments. I am that girl. You can go through the food list. I think all of us are US and Canada. Any of the meal planning tools. So there's just different amazing tools in here that Alana will talk about in the videos and reference, and this is where you can go. So there's even a 30-day meal plan. So like, you don't have to start using our, this is where you're now figuring out your meal plan based on which of these you are using. And then, yeah, that's it. So that's what you've got in here. Ultimate Portion Fix is really similar. And I just want you to dive in. Like, you just got to dive in and take that by the reins. But like I said, do it for just watch one video a day, even if it's like just the 2-minute video while like your Energize kicks in, or maybe it's right after your workout, or maybe you're not working out at all and you're just going to add this into your morning time, so that you can really start to focus on nutrition. I would say if it doesn't work for you in the morning, maybe it's something that you do like right after your kids go to bed before you start watching TV at night. Whenever it works for you, just make the effort to really learn the nutrition programs. Neil, my husband, said yesterday, I quote, wherever you get your nutrition level at is where your results level will be. And I was like, whoa, because he knows that he's good at nutrition. Like he's so much more regiment, and he doesn't like cave to temptations and stuff like I do. And so we were kind of talking about that last night, and he was just like, I mean, Tamara, it's just wherever you get your nutrition level at is where your results level will be. Because we were talking about how I had great results with 80-day obsession workouts, my first probably phase 1 and part of phase 2. So like my first half of the program. And then the second half, I was just like, I am so done eating time to nutrition. And I see a big difference. Like I can tell a huge difference when I really focus on my nutrition and when I sort of halfway do it. And like, I don't care too much about physical appearance, but at the same time, I do really like to personally have abs. But it is something that I also know it's really hard for me to have abs. Like it really is one of those, like I have to eat so clean that it's like, it's not always worth it for me. And so it's just understanding that is okay. You have to figure out what is okay and right for you and your body. Okay. Just 2 more things that I wanted to cover actually. Yeah. So Shakeology, how is this so helpful? You guys, I can't even believe how much I've been loving these clean week Shakeology recipes. I used to do Shakeology as a smoothie bowl like every day. And those of you that have been with me for a while know that. I've been now doing the Shakeology smoothies and I feel better. I feel better because I'm not eating as much stuff. I'm not putting as much on them. I'm not putting as much in them. And I've realized that is a big game changer for me. And just having it gives me a boost of energy, and it really does curb my sweet tooth. So when you start doing some more Shakeology research, there is under nutrition as well. I'm just going to scroll to it on my TV, make sure I'm telling you right. It's not under nutrition. Why is everything so different on the TV and the computer? I'm looking. There's so much workout stuff on Beachbody On Demand. Like this is bananas. There's so much stuff. I mean, it's so freaking cheap. I'm just like, sometimes I've had some people that are like, oh, it's so expensive. And I'm like, $140 for the year, or $99 if you don't want Shakeology. Like, I don't know. Like, I don't really know about that. Yeah, the initial investment seems like a lot, but it's not that crazy. Okay, there's no Shakeology channel when you scroll on here, but there's one when you are on your computer. That blows my mind. I'm like, Beachbody, get your shiz together. So if you're on your computer, you can look up some really cool Shakeology videos. Again, if you just need to understand what it is, I did not understand how cool Shakeology was until I started to watch some of the videos, until I started to watch Down to Earth with Darren Oline too, because it got me to see like his personality and his love. It's Down to Earth with Zac Efron, but Darren Oline is the co-creator of Shakeology, and he is in that and talks all about the benefits of superfoods and stuff. And it's really cool. Lastly, we're going to talk about kids. So I'm going to do my best to share some tips and tricks next week of what I do to help my kids. Here are 2 things that I do that really help my children personally. My daughter Braylon likes to know what she's going to be eating every day. I will on Sundays take about 10 minutes and write down what she gets to have for breakfast, lunch, and dinner. Yes, it's crazy that she wants that, but she does. She really thrives off of it. So she thrives off of knowing what we're going to have. And I basically just cycle back through the same meals almost every single week. I don't really change our meals too much. And breakfast is like almost always the same every week. Like literally, it is dairy-free yogurt mixed with Shakeology on Mondays. On Tuesdays, it is toast and eggs. On Wednesdays, it's oatmeal. On Thursdays, it's a smoothie bowl. And on Friday, it's normally another yogurt bowl. And the smoothie bowls and the yogurt bowls, they're mixed with Shakeology. And then if she's doing toast and eggs and she's still hungry, or if she's just doing toast, then she will have just like a Daily Sunshine or a Shakeology shake. So my kids eat and drink this stuff because I know that they get ice cream later in the day. They get popsicles later in the day. Like, they're going to have other treats. They're kids. I'm not going to like deprive them if they're out with their friends from all that and tell them like, no, you can't have that. Like, they're kids. They're going to burn it off. And my kids don't have a weight problem, but we do. Like, I had a friend over the other day and she, kind of was talking about, it's been really hard. She's been going through a divorce and the parents have different styles of like how they let their kids just kind of eat. And, she's concerned, like her daughter is gaining some weight, and it is really sad and hard to see that. Childhood obesity is a real issue, and it is a real thing that is addressed with Ultimate Portion Fix and To Be Mindset. There are sections for family, and I want you to dive into that if it's something that you feel like you're struggling with and you're kind of ashamed of, or maybe you didn't even realize that you're struggling with, but now you're looking at your child and you're saying, oh, you know what? My child is a little bit bigger than like what I was as a kid, or maybe you were a bigger child and you know what that feels like. And there's nothing wrong with me being honest with you and saying it's not okay for your child to be fat. I'm just telling you this as somebody that loves you and cares about you. It's not okay. And why it's not okay is, God, I feel so bad saying it, but it's not, because this is when we can start to develop habits for them and start to really help them with their energies and their emotions. But it's okay that happened. Like, let me just like break you of that. Like, it's okay that happened. One, it could honestly be medical conditions. They could have had a medicine, they could have had an injury, and like that is just a totally different thing. But if it's just that we are giving in and caving to our children because, let's face it, they can be obnoxious little turtle turds sometimes and ask and ask and ask and ask and ask and ask. And finally we just give in because we had to work from home in 2020 all by our freaking selves and figure life out. Like, it's okay. But now is the time that we go back in. And what I do with my children is when they tell me that they're hungry, I say, have you had your glass of water? Your water bottle has to be empty. Okay. I make them do that because, let's face it, my kids go through like 2 glasses of water a day. Like, they don't drink a lot of water. The next thing, when they tell me that they're hungry, I always resort to, all right, cool. I have carrots because they don't eat a lot of vegetables. I have carrots with hummus, or you can have an apple or banana. Which one do you want? And then normally they're just like, I don't want it. I want a treat. And I'm just like, you can't have a treat. Like, if you eat all these carrots that I'm about to hand you, or you eat, this banana and drink your whole glass of water and you're still hungry, we'll talk about it. But I don't let them do that. Like, I just don't cave. I mean, sure, sometimes I do. And like I said, I don't tell them no, especially if we're out with other kids and like everybody's partaking. Like, I'm not going to be that person that's telling them no. Now, I will tell Braylon, I will say, hey, we didn't, and normally when I know that I'm going out, I don't feed my kids a whole bunch of stuff. If I know that we're going to go out and there's going to be food, I don't feed them a bunch of stuff before we go. I make them drink their water and I make sure that they've had Shakeology sometime that day. Other than that, I just like, I'm not going to like give them a full lunch because I'm like, they're going to eat something out and then like, they're going to want it. And then if they already have their lunch, they're going to be stuffed. So it's just finding little things that will work for you and your family, not feeling guilty about where you are at right now, but just asking for help and just being honest. Like, I need help. And just knowing that like, it's something that can still be fixed. I'm really, I don't want to say like bluntly passionate, but like, I'm kind of like bluntly passionate about it. Just because I've seen my friends who were larger growing up. I can think of like 2 of them, and they are not larger now. And it took a lot more effort for them to get to where they are than for me to get where I am at. And I just don't want that for my children. And it's taken a lot of mindset and energy work. And I was on the opposite end. I was told that I was too skinny many times. I actually had somebody tell me yesterday, "You're so small. You're so small. You're tiny. You're skinny." And it was somebody that hadn't seen me in a little while. And I was like, "I'm so strong." Like I straight up was like, "No, I'm actually really strong," because I'm like, I can freaking outlift you, dude. Like, and it was a dude. So anyways, it's just one of those like developing confidence starts at a young age. And I feel like we can just really help our kids by helping them learn like, hey, it's okay to want the treat, but like, let's make a couple healthy decisions. Like we talk about it in our house, like we talk about it. So that's it. That's all I've got. I hope that this message finds you well. I cannot wait to hear if you're doing Ultimate Portion Fix or 2B Mindset. And if you're just like totally like, I can't do either of those, just drink your Shakeology. Just drink it. That's it. That's all I got for you guys. Bye.